What's going on, everybody? The world's a better place because you were here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. And it is a beautiful Friday, the 24th of April, 2026. We're here to talk about what happened in this insane world of ours. Oh my God. But we're going to have some laughs. We're going to reflect and have a productive conversation about it. So before we do all of that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding this show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X at ProdCobblePod, TikTok at ProdCobblePod, Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, check us out on all podcast platforms and YouTube. So we got this here to wrap up the week. We have a reaction to the NFL Draft Round 1 available to you as well on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Back at it next week with Monday shows regarding me and Alec Reeves talking baseball, me and Fresh Faces talking about the NBA playoffs. Then back at it on Tuesday and Friday with our normally scheduled tweet caps so we can talk about what's trending in our world across sports, news, entertainment, and culture. And we're thinking of our great friend Brett, and we miss him, and we'll hope to see him soon. So, joining us today, we have Ryan and Allison. It's great to see you all. What's up?
How's it going? Happy Feel Good Friday, everybody.
Happy Feel Good Friday indeed. We got here. It was quite a week, but we're here. And yeah, even through crazy weeks, it's still nice to be here together. So, having said all that, let's sit back, relax, and take you into the weekend, and let's talk about what's going on. But things are good with me. How about you, Allison and Ryan?
No complaints.
Long week. Just want it to be over.
They're all long weeks when you think about it.
No, this was
I
awful.
respectfully disagree, Ryan. Or at
Well,
least
all mine are long.
I have some good weeks. I feel like I was on a great week streak for the last 5 weeks until last week and this week, where
This
we
week
had
was awful.
Great week.
well, I had
It's
five
okay. The
straight.
answer could be yeah.
Maybe like maybe one of those weeks were great. I would say good. Yeah, good. Like, I'm still going through the motions, trying my best, but nothing where I had some challenges this week and last week, if you will.
Well, bless you.
Yeah. I guess we all go through our phases, but we just try to not take it for granted. And we're
That's right.
here regardless, though. And, the one thing beyond anything, while we do make our content and we have productive conversations and we share with the world what's on our mind and they share with us what's on their mind and we come together as the productive nation. It's nice when probably the best part about doing these shows is I get to see my friends and talk with them about what's going on in our worlds. And that's the best part of making content with you and everyone else a part of our team. And I really mean it. From Jose to Brett to Alex to Faces and everybody else in the past who's made an impact. That's what's great of us all coming together.
Great.
And new friend Pam too made her debut on Monday, so it's good. So let's keep doing it. Let's have another productive conversation about this week, and let's talk about what's trending. So here we go, everybody. I was ready to finally put this to bed. A story we've now talked about for the 4th time.
Consecutive show.
And every single week, something gets added onto it. Or you say, we've talked about this for 3 of the last 4 shows. Something gets added onto it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini. And it finally came to a head, you would think, on Thursday. So it's been a slow burn.
Before then, too, probably.
It's been a slow burn, but it's turned absolutely nuclear, if you ask me. New York Post first published photos of the Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel and then athletic reporter Dianna Russini at an adult-only resort in Sedona, Arizona. showing them lounging by a pool, hugging on a rooftop, interlocking hands, with sources claiming they were nearly inseparable all day, from breakfast to the hot tub to everything so beautiful and romantic. Vrabel originally said this was an innocent interaction. Dianna Russini, they were with a group of 6 other people. Well, then we had a second wave of photos emerge. This time showing them alone at breakfast. Remember, I showed you that from Indianapolis. Then Dianna Russini resigns from the Athletic. And Mike Vrabel, then, which is what I thought was going to be the end of this. I thought this show would be you, all of us, talking about Mike Vrabel saying he had, quote, difficult conversations with people he cared about, and this is a very complicated issue. I thought that was it. Him admitting it was true that they had an affair.
Intimating, I would say, more than admitting, but yes.
Right. But no, it keeps going. So now, on this Thursday, we had more photos drop on the NFL draft, on the day of the NFL draft. This time from 6 years ago in New York City. Somehow they were getting more intimate with each other. You can see on my screen. One moment, please. So you see there, that's pretty intimate, right?
Oh yeah. But they got even closer. Can you
and
imagine?
Then, well, this is it. This is a smooch. Smoochy, smoochy, kissy, kissy. No, it's not AI. Next time the game. And yeah. Not only this, and then them being together, but excuse me. You know, Twitter is the most reliable one here, but thank you for everybody's patience.
And thank you, Elon Musk. Great job with the app.
I know, right? So, but I got it right here. But I'll show you once again. This is them clearly kissing. 6 years ago, by the way.
Which, hey, that's a long and committed relationship when you think about it.
Yeah.
If
And
only it was with their spouses.
Yeah.
Right.
And in between this time, Dianna Russini got married, had 2 kids. And more photos of them have been dropping since. Like this one from 2024 when Mike Vrabel was originally like go from the Tennessee Titans. That's them at a casino in Mississippi. So they've been seeing each other. This is him literally when he was unemployed. And they still met.
That's actually probably the single best picture for him, and frankly, probably her.
Good.
Because now, I mean, he was unemployed. He didn't know shit about anyone's draft picks. He didn't know anything about anybody's players, and they were still together. So that means to me, that's like, oh, that's a legit affair at that point because she got nothing but him out of that particular exchange, right? So that that might be the single best piece of evidence for them in terms of when the NFL inevitably does their investigation on this.
And Mike Vrabel, he had no choice but to have in his statement. So about a half an hour before the NFL draft started, Mike Vrabel took the stage and he said, quote, again, I want to reiterate the gratitude I had the other day to you guys during this personal and private manner. He said, he continues by saying, one second. I take accountability for my actions and the actions that caused the distraction to the people I care about the most, my family, my football team, the organization, and our fans. My family needs to be with me this weekend. That's where I'll be. He will not be with the Patriots during the 3rd day of the NFL draft.
So fucking hope so.
That's that. And I want to bring up the weird thing here is, as I mentioned, this affair has gone literally her whole marriage. And her son is named Michael. She named her, it looks like from the outside looking in, she named her son after the man she's been having this very long affair with.
Well, I mean, bare
Weird.
minimum, it is the same name. I don't know if it was on purpose, but
You'd think she'd remember that when then her and the husband are talking about it.
well, I'm looking up her husband's name right now. Her husband's name is Kevin. All right, that's not it then.
Yeah, man, that's just getting icky at this point. I mean, I really am tired of talking about it, but this should be the end of it. Dianna Russini has deleted her Twitter literally 2 weeks too late, and just like, oh my god, this is ugly. It really made me uncomfortable reading some of this stuff and looking at it. And well, it looks like it's gonna go away, at least for a little bit. The NFL said they're not going to take any action. Even Roger Goodell said that Vrabel he didn't violate any of the personal conduct policies. The only thing now is if the Athletic is continuing their search to find out if Russini received any information from Vrabel during his time as an NFL head coach and any conflict of interest there.
I do think the NFL, or at least one of the two teams affected,
Oh no! Sorry.
are going to have a investigation about that in particular.
Especially the 6-year gap.
Yeah. I again, and that's the thing. Like, the NFL can say we don't want to touch this. The Patriots could say he's a good coach. We don't want to touch this. The Tennessee Titans have absolutely no reason not to touch this. None. They have no reason not to investigate. If anything, all it does is make the head coach of another team have a bad offseason, which might by itself be enough reason to do it. That's of course
there's a conflict of
crass and
interest
brazen,
there.
but there could genuinely have been conflicts of interest for that team, and if that comes out, then Vrabel is done for sure.
That
I mean,
AJ Brown deal, man. You almost
well,
hope that doesn't happen.
that's with the Patriots, so
Oh, yeah.
that
Sorry, I'm
won't
just
matter.
yeah, right.
Because I don't believe the Patriots are going to investigate because they don't want to fire Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
But I do think that the Titans could, even if the NFL really does decide to stick to the fact that they're not. And like I said weeks ago, Dianna, right? Dianna
Yeah.
Russini, she had a way out of this. She had a way to control this. I don't know who she hired for public relations or why they made up that story
Such
about her
a
saving that old person
You
or
need to
whatever.
lie to these people because they will totally believe it.
Right. But
That's what that's precedent.
the only thing that she couldn't do was the thing that she did. She quadrupled down on there being no affair. Everyone believed there was an affair. She said that there was evidence that there was no affair, never produced that evidence. She said other people were there, none of those people stepped forward. All of that was before she wrote that absolutely insane letter, essentially saying, if you
Oh,
think that I was cheating on my husband with Mike Vrabel,
stop the team. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Knicks
assume the
lose. Knicks
Giants.
lose.
Oh, the Knicks.
109 to 108. On. They were. Why? Told you. I told these people. Watch out for this team defensively. Now it's going 6. What awful. Didn't even get a fucking shot. Are you kidding me? Now they have the advantage, the home court advantage too. If only faces here. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Oh
Basically,
my
the long and short of
God.
what I was saying, so we can move on, was she tripled down. She said, if you think I was cheating on my husband with Mike Vrabel, it's because you're sexist and you don't like women in sports. And she was. Don't play the moral high ground when you know you're lying. That's the worst thing you can do because the only thing people hate more than the altar boy is a hypocrite. And they get so excited when you have a squeaky clean image that they get to destroy. That is a human phenomenon that will never change. If people think you're great or good, then as soon as somebody can tell people that you're not, they're going to do it loudly. So her career's done. Probably her marriage is done too. And I know I've been hard on the Patriots, but they're the ones who came clean about what was going on, sort of. So I guess that's probably all they have to do for now. But yeah.
Oh my God. You're 1000% right, Ryan. I apologize getting my reaction in real time to this next loss too. Where they make CJ McCollum turn the clock 14 years at 36 years old, owning the 28-year-old Jalen Brunson like it's nothing. Oh man. What are we talking about? No, I'm kidding.
Dianna Russini.
Allison, did you see that?
No.
It's okay. Oh
I
man.
am currently my I am obsessed. Like I saw a wedding dress on TikTok earlier today and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. Like I genuinely like
Say yes to the
I
dress.
keep thinking about it and I love that show by the way.
I gotta watch it. I've never seen one episode.
Oh my god, so fun. It's really fun. It's Kleinfeld's in New York City. And everyone wants to go there to get their dress and reasonably so. They have a ton of options and price points and yeah, I saw a dress today and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. And now I'm currently searching, but they don't have prices on their website. So I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be like a $10,000 dress.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it one of those prices that they don't tell you the price? Oh, it's insanely
You
expensive.
have to like go in to be able to like see the
Yeah.
prices. And it's so hard to get like an appointment. So I don't know. It so I'm just like searching and I'm like, how much do I need to save for future house? It's like,
Hey, it's all good. It's one of those days. We'll be right back.
get it.
All right, we're back. To everybody who saw a quick pause here, I needed a few minutes after that Knicks loss and to reflect on a crazy week. But I think, and also everybody else with Allison and Ryan, I don't know, not to speak for you two, but felt we just needed a breathe. You know, sometimes you just need a
minute
and just go like, ah, and then it goes away, which we got. But back to our discussion. Ryan, 1000% right. The only issue, I think, why this has lasted 4 productive conversations, why this has lasted 2 weeks of the news cycle, is the fact that they just could not hold themselves accountable, admit that, yeah, we messed up. We had this affair. We should not have lied about it. We should not have lied to you, the people of this world. We should have just come clean and start a road to recovery. That didn't happen. They lied to us. They undermined us. And now legacies are tarnished from this. And there's no doubt in my mind, I mentioned it. I felt bad for Dianna Russini. But now that it's come out that she's lied and she just added to the mix, I'm just like, I hope you come back from this. I do believe everybody deserves a second chance, but you made this worse.
They did.
You made this worse. Same thing with Coach Vrabel. I am at least happy that he came before this draft, this important day. The 2026 draft will be defined from this story, like last year's with Shador Sanders. But I at least can respect a man who admitted his faults and he's ready to start his road to recovery. As he mentioned, he's getting counseling for this. Who knows what else is going on out there? But it happens. People make mistakes.
Of course. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to face the music. And that didn't happen here. Hence why this turned into the big mess it is. But now, Coach Vrabel's on his way to counseling. Russini's, well,
there's more to that
gone.
too. We don't know what it is, but we'll learn someday.
True.
There has to be more to that. But.
True. But let's all hope that we all can learn from this story, right?
I think we can. And it's, honesty is the best policy. An oldie but a
Ain't
goodie.
that the truth? So with that, if anyone else has anything to say, feel free to say it. Or what's the line? Not hold your peace.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah.
Yeah. So that we'll see if there's another viral story from it. I've had enough. I really have. And you shouldn't cheat in general, but if you are, don't go outside. Literally. And I hope the kids, man. I feel for the kids, but it's still pretty weird. Dianna
that
Russini,
is tough.
Michael, out of all the goddamn names in the world, Michael.
Maybe, I mean, in fairness, maybe she didn't pick it. Maybe her husband did. And what do you say?
Well, you say, no, we can't name him that. If that
And
was
then
the
you,
case.
well, why? Michael's a pretty common name, Diana. What's wrong with Michael?
Because I don't like the name.
I get it, but I'm just saying.
What was that, Allison?
My dad's name is Michael, and my brother's middle name is Michael.
I have like Uncle Mike. That's cool. I like people named Mike, but
Big Mike.
you could have named. That's so weird. I think the kid's only like 3 or 2. Oh my god, he's gonna have a tough high school, middle school.
I mean, honestly, people will forget about it by the time they're in that position.
You damn sure hope so, but don't go get reviral.
Oh well, yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, but.
And I just want to say, because it was a funny point someone brought up. What if they're madly in love with each other this whole time? I guess maybe. Fundamentally that's on the table, but still, the actions to what this turned out to be doesn't justify shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if they were madly in love, that doesn't change what they did, right? Genuinely, like, let's say that the affair was real and they really fell for each other. That's fine, and you can do that, but they did still both have families that they cheated on, which is bad. And there may have been some collusion and whatnot based on all that. So, like, no matter how you want to, like, toss it up, there's not a good, you know what I mean?
There's not a good outcome here.
There's not a good outcome, exactly.
Exactly, man. All right. Let us now move on and become better people from this. Okay. On to the next one. For now. All right. We all have to talk about another major story that's happened in the world of podcasting and content creation. We have to talk about something that's going crazy in this world. Absolutely crazy. Are you ready to talk about this?
Sure. What are we talking about?
This is it. 2 blonde podcasters, 1 network, and a feud that's been boiling for over a year is now fully public. Alex Cooper, the host of Call Her Daddy, makes at least $20 million a year and signed a $125 million deal with SiriusXM. Alix Earle is the influencer megastar behind the Hot Mess podcast, worth about $20 million.
Jeez, good for her.
Alix Earle originally launched Hot Mess under Cooper's Unwell network in September of 2023, but things went sideways when the show was dropped in early 2025. And it went downhill from there. Alix Earle reposted a TikTok calling Cooper, quote, an ambulance chaser. Let me repeat that. On April 14th, Alix Earle reposted a TikTok calling Alex Cooper an ambulance chaser, accusing her of exploiting women after trauma by booking them as guests to discuss whatever scandal was unfolding. Alix Earle then posted on TikTok herself her pole dancing to the song, quote, "You Don't Own Me," with the caption, quote, "Sorry, been busy filming this week," end quote. When fans pressed her for answers, she said, quote, "Doesn't mean it's true, heart. You'll see." It's also been reported this week that Cooper's unwell network is struggling beyond just this feud, including employee turnover, a sputtering show slate, and tension between the staff and her husband, Alex Cooper's husband, CEO Matt Kaplan. It is going down, everybody. Are you team Alix Cooper or Alix Earle?
So personally, based off of what I know about each of them as individuals, if I had to pick, I'd pick Alix Cooper, which says a lot for me. But I don't like Alix Earle. She's like the it girl right now, and it's a big thing. Something released like I think it was a few months ago, maybe. Of her using the N word like very often,
Yikes.
and she made a public apology, but it wasn't like an apology like a TikTok video or anything like that was out there for like ever. It was more so a Instagram post that just disappeared, like a story type of thing. Like, and she wasn't even like sad. She was like still getting ready and happy. She was like, haha, I'm sorry. I was just young and like stupid, basically. Last time I checked when I was 13, 14 years old, I knew what the N word meant and I knew not to say it. So I personally
How old
know
is she?
Alix Earle's like 23,
yeah,
24.
she's early 20s.
Oh, no, she got no.
Alix Cooper is like a year older than us, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, low key, you get too much older than like me and Matt, you can almost do the whole I didn't realize the internet was forever, blah blah blah. I've learned, I've grown. No, seriously, when it comes to something like that, like people who are a little bit older than us can kind of frankly get away with the I was a young kid, blah blah blah. But if you are 23 years old, you've grown up in this fishbowl hellscape that we call society. You know how the internet works. You know how all that works. Like you know that you can't say things that you don't mean. There is no such thing as out of context. Everything is its own context now on the internet. That's no good.
It's wild, man. And I think I don't like people who are immature and stuff. But
She's very mega too.
yeah, that's bad. But
yeah, very, very.
Is this Paul Skeens' girl?
No, that's
No, I mean,
Livy
no.
This is the girl that
I
everyone
like
thought.
her.
Tom Brady.
This is the girl Tom Brady. Yep.
Oh, she was on Dancing with the Stars.
She was.
Sorry to
yes.
interrupt.
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out who all these blonde people are.
She was in the halftime show too, just dancing, and everyone was like really annoyed by it because she's very mega and like she's very.
But she like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, so everyone's like, why does Bad Bunny have this mega white girl?
He can have friends who like Donald Trump. He's a lot of Latinos vote for Donald Trump. But anyway,
I think they just meant like because the message he was trying to send, they were just
I get what you're saying. Here's the thing. The truth is, I personally, you ever want both teams to lose? Because that's personally how I feel. I call her daddy was a cultural like whatever touchstone for a bit. Yeah, and that was cool. And honestly, she got like cut her teeth in Barstool land, and so power to her for being able to get through that, and like as a woman and kind of her own company from it. But I neither one of them it seems like my favorite. You know.
I know it's like if I had to pick, I would pick Alix Cooper, but otherwise, I don't really care about either of them.
Yeah, I'm hoping that a third person that we don't know about wins. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe Livy Dunn. Does she have a podcast? She's blonde. I do know that.
Isn't she the girl with the dirty armpits?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I think so.
She was the one that with the dirty armpits. That was her.
Yeah, I mean that don't
she
know what that means, but okay.
LSU, right? We
talked about her.
LSU. Yeah. We talked about her. She was cheering for her boyfriend, her baseball boyfriend or whatever, and she lifted her arms and she was wearing a white shirt and her armpits were literally brown.
Huh.
That's wild.
Well, hey. All right, maybe all three of them can lose. Who knows?
So yeah, all I can say just from one of my sources, they said, there's just a lot of when they ask, Are you going to talk about Alix and Alix? I said, I saw something that happened. What happened? There's just a lot of drama. Everyone's on Alix Earle's side. I don't like Alex Cooper.
Oh, well,
I don't know. I don't know either. I'm on your side, Allison. So I will be Team Alex Cooper
I
until
don't
further
like
notice.
when adults with businesses have social media feuds. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm rooting against everyone involved. And that's so it's not just the two of them. I do think
Also,
I came across a little glib about them too. What is this?
They look the goddamn same.
they
Well,
do.
yeah.
I had to
But
ask who's who, and they
I don't know.
explain.
But no, genuinely, if you like, I have the same. Honestly, I have the same smoke for Portnoy when he does it. Like, if you're a grown adult with a company and like a show, and you're doing like little Twitter beefs, like, oh please,
That
oh
is what's funny
please,
about Barstool.
stop.
Now they really are. The thing about when Barstool really kicked off when we were in college, we're now in our early 30s.
Yes, and they're still
30s
acting
and
like
40s.
children.
I think Big Cat's like 42.
Yes. Well, actually, I think there are kids who
And I
act
like
more
that
mature
guy.
now. Yeah, I
just
like him
kidding.
too. I'm just saying, like this whole messy online feuding thing that I think is very millennial coded, by the way, being messy and angry with each other online. I think that is a
Yes.
very specific millennial trait. It's a horrible millennial trait. Gen Z does not have it.
No, they
Boomers
don't.
can't use Twitter, so you know what I mean.
Gen
But
X is just
Gen
there.
X is there's like only four of them, so that doesn't count either. But yeah, no, millennials very specifically get messy on social media, and it's really freaking annoying. And again, boomers do it too, but there's less of them on Twitter because they don't know how to use it. But to me, that's the real losers are all of us for having to watch two millionaires beef with each other like they're in grade school.
I quickly asked ChatGPT, should I be on Team Alex or Team Alex?
Uh,
I need more context here instead of here.
They're like, all right, well, I don't. That doesn't make any. That I love how even ChatGPT has all the knowledge in the world, and if you're like Team Alex versus Team Alex, they're like, what the hell are you talking about?
I said from Call Her Daddy, and then they said, oh, her old partner was Sophia Franklin, right?
I guess, yeah.
I don't
yeah,
know.
that one girl.
Then no. Oh my
You see
God.
how much no one knows about any of these people? Why are they a thing?
You know the funny thing about millennial coded? Do you remember in the early days of Facebook where people used to write on their walls?
Yeah.
And people would have conversations on those walls, not
Oh,
realizing.
Yes, I see in my memories. Like I check
It's
my my
so
memories.
funny.
It's so embarrassing.
And the ones that are like fighting, we
Or
fight each
before
other.
emojis were a thing and you would use like the semicolon and then like the D as like a smiley face.
What's funny is I still do that if people ever notice that.
I
Can I
do
be honest
notice
with
it.
you?
I
I
still do this.
learned
Like
how to do
text like
that
that.
right when the real emojis came out, so I didn't even need to anymore. But I figured out what all that was, and I was like, oh, I know how to do that. And then emojis came out. So anyway,
Yeah, right. But I remember seeing these two girls fight like hard, where their
oh,
family
that
can read
that
it.
happened all the time.
In high school, I was like,
Yeah,
I remember specific. I remember the two
middle
people's
school, I remember
names,
seeing stuff like that.
and then I would just remember they were arguing between this girl and that girl. Can't say their names. And then
No,
our
yeah.
old friend Lucas would text, "These two people are fighting on Facebook." I go, you just see this, and you
Yep.
think, and you realize your family can see this.
But again,
And
they didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's why I
yeah,
was like, if
right.
you're like a little older than us, I think you can feign true ignorance about the world and the internet. But we're about the cutoff. You can't get away with that at our age or younger.
But isn't it crazy to think too, like now if you see someone fighting on social media, I could screenshot it and just send it to you. But like
Yeah.
back then it's like we couldn't do that. So it's like you would have to
Go to
go
the
on the
source.
web and go to the
Yeah.
source and do it. And I just now I can just screenshot and be like, yo, did you see this? And it's
Right.
crazy.
And
Right. Well, that's why we are from the pioneer era. We are basically from the old west compared to kids today. I feel like if kids heard that, you had to call your friend and tell them to go online to see what the fight on Facebook. They'd be like, "Why wouldn't you just take a screen grab?" Be like, "No, couldn't do that."
Reminds me of that one movie with Emily Osment, the cyberbully movie. Remember
I
that?
didn't know that there was a cyberbullying
Yeah,
movie.
vaguely.
Yes,
I do
it was
remember.
literally
I
called
do remember that.
cyberbully, where she like tries to look it up. It's so it's
Emily
not
Osment.
funny, like the concept of it, obviously cyberbullying.
Nah, funny.
Like it's not, but
It's
there's
so bad. It's funny type of
cringe. Like
situation.
it's so cringe, and it's so funny, like the acting. Because you thought it was good back in the day, and then you rewatch it and you see these, like she tries to overdose on pills,
Oh,
and
Oh,
but she
God.
does it, but she can't get the cap
Yeah.
off. And it's like, what is going on? Like it's
Oh,
crazy.
she can't get the child lock or the
Yeah, she can't
child
get the
proof
cap
thing.
off because she saw
Well,
something online because a friend called her and said, "Oh, like someone wrote something about you online," and it
how
was like
old is
this.
she supposed to be in this movie?
She's in high school.
So,
this
just for
isn't a
anyone
Disney
who's,
Channel original movie, is it? I do
it can't
remember
be.
that movie, but
No, I don't
It
remember.
can't be. There's no way they did a
No, it
suicide
wasn't.
angle on
No.
Disney Channel.
but
But
I remember too, just with that fight. Before I forget the point, I remember she literally wrote, "Yeah, well, your face is fucked."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's so
In this high school
stupid.
fight.
Yeah, she couldn't get the child lock off the
I
pills.
won't lie.
So her
that's
brother
for like
came
little
in.
kids, though. That's not for like high school.
I know, and you have to look it up. It's so that's why I mean it's funny. Like it's not funny like her wanting to commit suicide or die or like being bullied. That's all awful. But I'm saying like the scene will literally it's like that guy on TikTok where he'll like react to movies
Yeah.
and stuff back in the day. And oh, it's so funny. I'll have to find it.
Oh, okay.
Mamma mia. Okay. I do actually have another Call Her Daddy story. My relation to Call Her Daddy podcast, man. I have nothing but respect for Alex Cooper helping grow this industry. I don't think that's necessarily the worst take on her about the ambulance because she really does seem to interview people when they're at their worst moments. Which nothing wrong with that. That's other journalists do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's she definitely gets a lot out of her guests, which I respect, including these two things I'm about to discuss. We do not want to give the manosphere or red pill community any ammo they need to hate on the amazing women in our world. Unfortunately, we had these, which I think these are truly out of context. They're not out of context. I don't think the quote should be taken too literally. But we talk about the idea of girls only like bad boys, right? And there was a time where I might have assumed that too, but then I realized, in my opinion, I think just as a man, a straight woman wants somebody who's mysterious, who like teases, who is fun to be around, who isn't too square, if you will. That doesn't translate into I need you to be offensive, an asshole, all the horrible things you can do to somebody. That's not what that means. So when we have two celebrities talk about, you know, how they felt about men, good men or not, I don't think it should be taken as they see, they want bad boys who are bad people, who are bad human beings, who would put shame to their mothers and grandmothers. So my two quotes I have here from Kate Hudson, who was on the Call Her Daddy.
I love her.
Kate Hudson revealed she wasn't attracted to, quote, the good men, and even broke up with one of her exes because he had morals and wasn't, quote, the feisty wild type. She said, quote, her morals were his morals, she said, quote, his morals were sturdy. He's such a lovely person. I'm not so sure I'm attracted to the good men. On the contrary, we have Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff revealed that she didn't want her husband, Matt, I believe her name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hilary Duff revealed that she didn't want Matt at first because he was, quote, too nice. And she wanted something, quote, chaotic, even after just experiencing a divorce. She said, quote, he was too nice. I was not ready to accept all of that. I needed chaos first. All right. So, could take those literally, but you could also just see, again, I don't think anybody wants to be with somebody who makes them feel bad, who adds their stress. And it just matters about who you actually match with, who you have that compatibility, who will accept you for what's good and what's challenging about you, right? So while those, from the larger scale, those quotes can be misleading, I think you have to look at the bigger picture.
I'll also say, though, just about the whole giving the red pill group ammunition, like, and I a lot of times I put a pretty sharp point on that sort of rhetoric, but I do that intentionally, probably more than I even should. But the reality is, most of those guys are going to come up with a reason to say that anyway. Like, nothing that Hilary Duff or Kate Hudson say is going to actively be like, well, I wasn't going to believe this, but now I do because of Hilary Duff and Kate Hudson. They're like, they already believe that. So seeing it, yeah, they're going to point it out, but if they didn't have that, they'd point out something different. So I do think we have to just keep that in mind. Like, the guys who are going to use this to say that girls only want horrible men already believe that. They believe that before either one of them said anything. That
I
being
don't mean to
said,
laugh, by the way. It really is a
yeah.
stupid concept if you really
No,
think.
I know, but I'm saying, like, they believe that regardless of what Hilary Duff says. But what I do think is interesting, at least in the Hilary Duff one, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the hell Kate Hudson's on about. But anyway, the Hilary Duff thing was she was post-divorce, and she wasn't looking for a guy that was like, it sounds like she wasn't looking for a guy that was, husband material. Sounds like she was like just got out of a divorce. She just kind of wanted something exciting, something whatever. And she ended up, by the way, going with the guy that first she was probably, she wasn't sold on, probably because he was both a good person and exciting. To your point, Matt, I think what all people want in friends and partners and whatnot is somebody that they find interesting, right? Like, you need to be interesting to the person that you're trying to spend all your time with. No one wants to spend all their time with someone they find boring, right? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good you look or how much money you have. Like, if you're boring to a person, they will eventually stop hanging out with you in
Mhm.
any capacity because they're bored. And nobody wants to do something that makes them bored. So I think that that's right, man. I really do. Like, I think that that's the real, and I think they'd say bad boy, quote unquote, because it's easier than saying all of that I just said, right? Like, it's just a shorthand for somebody who does stuff, right? Somebody who's not boring, who's not passive. But I do think for guys, from the guy perspective, there is this weird thing where guys think that to be interesting, you have to be a dick. You know what I mean? Like, and there isn't any real reason to think that. And the same with, like, oh, I want to be interesting, like I have to be a bad boy. No, you just have to have a personality. You know what I mean? And that personality can't be roasting women because they're not gonna like it that much because it's about them. So I don't know. To me, it's like I do think guys have taken the wrong message about what a bad boy, quote unquote, even is. And certainly they don't understand the appeal of the quote unquote bad boy for other folks. But it's not about being bad, it's about being active, doing something, having some sort of personality, even if that personality, or maybe beneficial, if that personality cuts against the grain, right? Is a little bit more unique if it stands out. But it's not about being bad. Like, bad is the wrong word. That or not it's not the wrong word. It's not the operative word. The operative word is not bad. But I don't know. Yeah, and again, I don't know what Kate Hudson's deal is, but I do think that the divorce probably played a lot into what Hilary Duff was thinking.
Allison, I'm really intrigued by what you have to say about this. If you have anything to share, what do you think?
Previous Allison relationship, I loved Bad Boys.
Well, no, all
I
right.
loved me a bad boy.
So let's
I
let's
picture you
Oh,
with
break
like
that
a
down though.
like a biker and like
like a wannabe rapper
Why?
hood
No, but why?
kinda.
I'm saying why.
I don't know. And that I genuinely mean that. And the reason I say that is like, if I showed you the people I was like messing with versus who I'm with now, you would be like, and Matt knows, like, you would
No,
be
right,
like,
yeah.
what is going on? And my mom even said that the other day. She's like, Brett's not your usual type. And like, I've told Brett that, and I'm like, it's not nothing to be ashamed of. But my mom was actually saying the other day too. She has a coworker who was kind of like, she reminded her of me, I guess, and she said that she had a set type. It was like a bad boy, whatever type, and she kept going for that type, and now the guy she's with is like the complete opposite. And she's like, if he asked me to marry him today, like, I would say yes. Like, I just know, like, he's just like the one.
I guess what I'm still trying to figure out though is what makes like picture one of these people in your mind that you previous Allison was interested in, right? What made them a bad boy? Because you said wannabe rapper, so I just hear someone who's bad at rap music. What is that? What makes them a bad boy? Is the
No,
bad
no,
at
no,
rap?
no. I just like said, I only said that because they all had a lot of them had that in common. So that, like, that doesn't
Sure,
make
but
them a bad boy.
I'm just no, I'm saying like what?
Um,
Where's the bad atmosphere? Where's the bad coming from? The word bad.
essentially they treat you like garbage, and a part of girl, some girls dig that. It depends what phase you are in your life.
But you
There
don't know they treat you like garbage when you meet them.
sometimes.
Typically. I mean, yeah, maybe you walk into a bar and a guy's immediately like you're a bitch. Fine. Obviously at that point like this is that guy, but presumably you meet a guy who is not treating you like garbage. You hook up or you get to know them a little better. They are aggressive to girls, whatever. And yeah, maybe you're still into that person even with that, but I have a hard time understanding how you know someone is a bad boy until after you get with them.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know. I guess I was just thinking maybe the after effects
No, I get
of
that
it.
part. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get with somebody and you realize who they are and maybe their danger or whatever. But I'm saying like guys are trying to proactively be the bad boy. You don't that doesn't
Yeah,
work
like
because
exactly.
nobody
What do you mean?
likes
Do
that
you need a
person.
right? Do you need a motorcycle? Smoking
Right, that's what
cigarettes?
I
You
mean.
got
Like what
tattoos? You
exactly? There's
wear a
no
Cat,
bandana?
definition.
I love
But
me a
there's no
cat.
definition of bad
Mm.
boy. Like that's what I mean. Like after you're in a relationship, yeah. But before you're just a dude at a bar. That's all you are, and she's just a girl at a bar. So like there's something besides bad boy that is drawing people together. And I think that that's the key to understanding relationships. I don't know the answer by the way, but I do think that's the key.
Yeah, it is the key, man. And um, it's got to be interesting, not offensive. Yeah, there are people who like that.
There's a
They
song
like.
out right now, and it's called "I Like It, I Love It" or something. And there's like a line from the song, and it goes, "I love it when we fight, and I love it when you're mean. We don't have to get into what that says about me." And I felt that so hard. Like,
Those
I
are some great
genuinely,
lyrics.
I felt that really hard.
Yeah, and you
You
said
just kind of dig it.
some people like it too, and different strokes for different folks. We just don't want people to be inspired by that, and we start
Like I said, I
turning into
disagree.
these bad men.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
disagree, and I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know the answer yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna
Yeah,
die
and
trying.
I honestly think it really is just it's a case of everybody's different.
Yeah.
If you really want to live off the patriarchy, like we saw in that documentary with Louis Theroux with the Steel guy, then fine, do that. If you want an independent, strong woman, you do that too. At the end of the day, for straight people, for men, you gotta be a protector, you gotta be a provider, you gotta have some good dick, and then you are a perfect man, and be a good father if you have kids.
SoundCloud
Easier said
rapper on
than
the
done.
side.
I'm gonna
That's
study
right.
anthropology. I'm gonna go back to school. I'm getting to the bottom of this. This is now a
I took
life's mission.
I took anthropology class. I loved that class at college.
My
Well,
nuclear
maybe
opinion is about anthropology too. That's why it's crazy. This is
I
very serendipitous that this is all happening
I
in this
remember
episode.
during that course that he would give us the 3 exams. You and you could take your own notes,
But
and I could write the answers, but I still liked it. I learned a lot. I don't remember it though. Okay.
no,
So Let's go to other things. This has been a show.
This has been a show.
What a good one. Okay. Let's switch to baseball really quick. The New York Yankees actually made a big decision during this week. Prior to the 2026 season, the New York Yankees' official designation of their navy blue spring training jersey were their spring training road uniforms. Now they're making them their alternate road uniform, making them technically the last Major League Baseball team to have an alternate uniform, even if they've never worn it in a regular season game. Literally, this Yankees, I think, have been around 123 years. They literally have had the same jerseys for 123 years. From Babe Ruth to Aaron Judge. It was the gray, for the road, it was the gray jerseys with New York and obviously the pinstripes. That's literally been the same thing for 120 plus years. Now, that's changing. And honestly, it was players like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton who were pitching the idea for their Navy batting practice jerseys to be their home alternate jerseys. Now they're just simply going to change it to have to New York, and they've been fighting for this for years. Giancarlo Stanton, the right fielder for the Yankees and DH, said, "quote That's always their take. Excuse me. Giancarlo Stanton, the outfielder and designated hitter, he said, quote, they're always in our locker, but we don't wear them. So why not? End quote. Captain of the Yankees and right fielder Aaron Judge said, quote, I think we'll always wear the pinstripes at home. I don't think that will change, but we haven't changed our road jerseys for years. So I guess if they were blue, they will be blue now. Manager Aaron Boone said the Major League Baseball approved the jerseys before the 2025 season, and we will wait to see when those jerseys debut. There are older Yankee fans who are not about this. They like the pride and tradition of the Yankees, but we've seen in the last 4 years, they've changed a lot. They've changed the facial hair policy. You used to not be allowed to have facial hair.
I remember that.
That
And the
changed
hair.
last year.
God
Long
bless
hair,
that
too.
policy change.
They've had that. More music in the dugout. And I mean, honestly, if you ask me, let's say in high school or college, I probably would have not liked this. I like the Yankee tradition, but it's 2026 now. Times are changing, trends are changing. And yeah, the Yankees announcer Michael Kay talked about, well, I don't know why these Yankees feel entitled to make these changes and they haven't won a World Series in 17 years. While I do think he has a good point, and I don't know if I disagree per se, but at the end of the day, again, things are changing. It's 2026. In 4 years, it's a new decade already. And I don't mind these new changes. Yes, you definitely need to go back to the World Series. You need to win it, but I think it's fine. It's time for a change, if you ask me.
Yeah, y'all didn't win the World Series because nobody had a beard or because they didn't wear blue. And I'll be honest with you, guess what? You could not have won any games yet. Or you could not have won games yet. You could be on a 12 game, well, not even, we're around 14 now?
Well, it was 12 yesterday. It was 12, but they just won tonight and they won last night. So they're on a 2-game winning streak.
That's right, but more importantly, we were on a 12-game losing streak. So you could do that, right? So you know what I mean? Just count your blessings there, Yankees fans.
I know, right? But I don't have a problem with it. Allison,
I have no problems. I don't have any problems with that. I think the jerseys look good from what I've seen. I think they look slick.
Yeah. So
Aaron Judge could wear anything and I wouldn't.
Do they still get their jerseys from that company that doesn't know how to make pants? Or did they
Fanatics?
Fix that? Yeah.
Everybody has to wear stuff from Fanatics. But yeah, the Yankees.
Oh, so no wonder Allison likes it. The pants are probably still see-through.
Oh, they changed that.
Oh man.
They changed that. They fixed that part.
That booty, I'm telling you, that man's booty, that man's car is hot, that man, everything.
What do you think about Allison? What do you think about Aaron Judge's wife? What's her name? Samantha or something?
I mean, someone, who was it? I don't remember who said this. It was not me. I would never. But someone's like, she's not cute enough to be married to him, and I was like, that's kind of mean.
I think that's
Damn.
his high school sweetheart.
Yes,
Aw.
yes. A lot of the Yankee players that are married, actually, I think they're high school sweethearts.
Not Cody Bellinger. He stole Giancarlo Stanton's girlfriend from
He
him.
sure
You
did.
know about that story,
Yeah.
Allison?
Yeah, we covered it.
No.
We covered it on the
Really?
show.
Yeah. Cody Bellinger is married to Giancarlo Stanton's ex. Before they were teammates, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, right? You gotta look that up. It's a true story.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Hey,
I guess they
I
whatever.
got
don't know how
over it.
I feel about that.
I know, right? I talked about when
You
I
did.
said
And I said no one should feel any kind of way about it. And I stand by that.
I said if I asked the question in our group chat if you could hang out with any athlete, I said Cody Bellinger, and Allison helped make me prove my point because you and people from our chat were talking about how good looking he is and how cool he is. Like, of
He
course, I'm allowed to.
literally looks like he's high all the time, and I love it.
I
He's
know,
so funny, especially
good
when he had
guy.
long hair.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that video I showed. What's up, baby?
Yeah, he
From
looked
that,
good. He looked really good.
it was Justin Turner when he was on the Dodgers, and he did that prank like, "Oh, let me call you back." Wait, you called me. And he was the very last one. Yeah, he did look stoned. He said, "What's up, baby?" And then he was the only one who was like, "Man, I know you. That's not you."
What's his name is beautiful too. He was on the Brewers. I think he's on the Red Sox now.
Oh.
Third baseman, is that accurate?
The third base. Are you
They
talking about
all have
Christian? Are you
one.
talking about Christian Yelich?
No. He's with the Brewers still. He's not with the Red Sox.
The third baseman of the
Of the
Red
Red
Sox.
Sox. I think he came from the Brewers and now he's on the Red
The
Sox.
Boston Red Sox.
And he's a
Caleb Durbin.
Yes, that sounds right. He's a good looking dude too.
Wait, I have to
I don't know any of these people.
him.
Yes. That's him. That's him. Because my grandma, I told him he was I said he was hot one time in our family chat. And she goes, Allison, your boyfriend is playing, but he's on like the wrong team or something. And I was like, I didn't know he was on the Red Sox. I'm like, that's like the worst place he could be.
Bastard.
Come to us.
My mother-in-law seemed to have a thing for Bad Bunny at one point.
Bad Bunny's beautiful too.
Yeah. She did
Aaron-
seem to enjoy him.
Aaron Judge's birthday's on Sunday, apparently.
Yeah, we should have a celebration.
I'm telling you, he
Too
can
bad.
birthday suit.
Too
Come
bad.
on.
Suit.
Too bad he's not. The Yankees are on the road this weekend.
I know. He lives on the Upper East Side, apparently. I want to know where.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
he used to live. Brett said that he used to live in was it Murray Hill or something? And
Murray Hill guy. Oh.
Yeah. And he
So
I'll have
that
to
must be
double-
where the conservatives all live. If Murray Hill guy and Aaron Judge live
It
there.
might be, but apparently he frequented at this one diner, and like Brett used to go there, and the owner said, yeah, Aaron Judge came in here all the time, and then he moved.
Disappointed.
And now he works apparently or lives on the Upper East Side, and I'm like, where though? Like I work on the Upper East Side. Like, where do you live?
So I saw a video once of like celebrity houses. I don't know if it's actually his, but I know what it looks like.
Oh,
I
the
just don't
big
know.
the big building.
It's like that orange. It's like a big orange.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
that
we
one.
should find it.
Oh.
I need to know. I also really want to go, and I'm not going to see her. If I saw her, great. But Taylor Swift, I guess her apartment in Tribeca
Mhm.
is like apparently gorgeous, and obviously I like wouldn't be able to go in and see it. But if I just went in front of the building and saw the building,
I mean,
like, I'd be
sometimes
cool with that.
sometimes you can walk with
in
enough
somebody's house.
gusto. No, not into the full house. You get into the building. You can walk with enough gusto to get past the front desk.
At least.
Yeah, we do it in DC all the time. We'll visit friends. Every time we visit friends who actually live in DC, they've got like policies like, oh, you got to type in this, and I don't know anybody. I don't have any of that info, so I just go in and I just walk to the elevator. I mean, They have
is
to
true.
tell
That
me
is
you
true.
don't
Yeah,
live
you
here.
can do that.
Someone has to physically stand up and say,
You
"Sir,
don't
you
live
don't
it.
live here."
I'll never forget, man.
If you don't stop and you don't ask for directions, if you just head to the elevator, you're in.
I'm too
Man,
nervous. No, too nervous.
I'll never forget. This girl I was dating at the time, she lived in a high rise in Stanford, and come to think about it, I didn't realize how much of a luxury apartment it actually was.
The
She
high
was only
rise
like,
is always a luxury.
because we were like
Almost.
23, 24 at the time, and they had a 1 bedroom. I don't. I shouldn't make assumptions, but I remember I left at like 2 in the morning. I probably shouldn't have left, but I did, and I regret that. I only just went back to home, but I'll never forget. I saw this old guy, fat silver fox guy.
Nah, Silver Fox, he's fat. That's impossible.
Sorry. He's this old gray guy, right?
There you go.
And he had to be like 6'3"
Oh, okay.
and like his glasses, and he brings this like 5 foot Filipino guy with him. Oh,
Hey,
it's 2 in the morning. You're right. Anybody can do what you want.
love is love.
It's still just, it's still a funny dynamic.
And
You know?
lust is also a thing that people have, right?
Man,
But
lusting in a high rise.
lusting in a high rise. Yeah.
What's his name had a super nice apartment.
I don't know who what's his name is.
Josh.
One of our
Sorry.
biggest fans of the Productive
I
Conversations
know, because
podcast.
he lives.
Shout out.
Well,
Shout out, Josh.
Shout out Josh and Tribeca.
Try.
You
Oh,
have-
what if that's the same building
No,
as
it's
Taylor?
not.
Oh,
Because he's Jewish, and I'm pretty sure it's like a Jewish like building. But
well,
if
we
he
can
listens,
investigate what
maybe
the
he
hell
can
that
tell
means
me
some
I'm
other
wrong.
time. I have no idea what that even means. What makes it a Jewish building?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
But from what he
I am
told me,
interested.
I want to know. I could probably find the building somewhere, but and send it to you guys. But
Well,
I'm
it's
not gonna
not.
obviously.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that is a concept. I didn't know that buildings and houses had religion. But I am curious. I would like to know what that means. I mean, I assume it's just everyone who lives there, but we'll see.
Yeah, gonna find out. Maybe you guys can ask him because I'm blocked. So
Well, maybe I will.
yeah.
I've
dear
always
Lord.
my only thing with that, because I'm always Team Allison over anything. Like, what if because he's just so damn supportive. Would it be bad, like, what if we spark a friendship, or is that too weird? I don't think it'd be like.
I honestly think now, like, I would, if you guys like were friends, like, I think him and I could be fine. I think genuinely just what happened, like, he wanted to have a baby with me. I didn't want a baby.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a different time.
It was, yeah, like, I would like a baby, but I don't want to, I knew him for like 2 seconds. Like, I don't want a baby with a random person. And he offered to pay me for it and have like a whole arrangement. So that, yeah, Ryan, I know it's crazy.
Well, I do still want to know about the building's religion, but we'll figure it out. We can
Building's
probably find
religion.
someone out. Yeah.
I'll find it. I'll figure it out.
Excellent. All right, let's move on to other things. All right, number 1. Michael Jackson, right? The Michael Jackson movie came out. It's come out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to describe it, this highly anticipated Michael Jackson movie. One person I really respect a lot, Van Lathan, one of my favorite podcasters in the world. You ever heard him?
No.
He's a very woke and a very liberal person of color host. But I don't really like hearing woke people too much, but he's just great. I love his views. And when he goes on the Bill Simmons podcast, giving the praise to the king of pop and everything in his story. Having said all that, he hilariously said the movie is an abomination. To be fair, I haven't seen it. I was planning to see it at one point, but I'll see it eventually, but I don't know about this. But the film currently sits at 32% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes.
with the consensus reading that while Jafar Jackson brings the king of pop to life, the biopic plays like a greatest hits album with no real depth. The big issue was the script was rewritten to completely remove references to the child sex abuse allegations after a clause was discovered in a legal settlement. Reshoots then took place in June 2025, pushing the budget to reportedly $200 million. One critic called it a filmed playlist in search of a story, pointing out that Janet Jackson doesn't even exist in this version of events, which is so bizarre because Janet Jackson, while not, she's a really big deal in music. Like 100 million records sold. I mean, nobody's ever going to get to her brother's level with all
Well,
due
right,
respect.
yeah, she's not Michael, but she
But
had a
she's-
very successful career in music.
and
That's
she
like,
just didn't exist in this movie. Unbelievable.
did Latoya exist in this movie?
I don't know. I guess I haven't seen it.
I'm just saying, if you have one Jackson lady, you should pick Janet.
Yeah,
No,
and I just want to say that the Daily Beast called it an unmitigated disaster, making. Yeah, this is a grotty thing to say, but I'll say it. Comparing it to making a feel-good Bill Cosby biopic that ends before anything goes wrong. So I think
well,
what they're
okay. Well, the
saying
Daily
is,
Beast is
yeah,
the Daily Beast. We can only listen to them so much
true.
without wanting to jump off of something tall. My thing,
Absolutely.
though,
But at the end of the day, though, can't tell his story without literally cutting 2/3 of it, if you ask me.
but beyond that, though, and this is the thing that I think. This is why I actually don't. Not that I'm sure the movie is bad. I do probably think that I trust their opinion on this. But a lot of people gave it some hype, and his nephew is playing him. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, like he's playing his uncle Michael Jackson. The whole family is involved in this thing. Do you think the Michael Jackson's family was really going to completely desecrate Michael Jackson? Like,
Definitely not.
really,
Should've
think
saw it
about it for
coming.
like 5 minutes. Would his nephew play the role if the ending of the movie was basically calling him a creeper and a lunatic? No. Obviously, no. They're obviously not going to make the movie bad when his entire family is involved in the making of said movie and his literal nephew is playing him in the movie. Like, this was always going to be a feel-good Michael Jackson story. Always. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? This would be like if the Elton John, what's it called? If like the Elton John biopic was like starring Elton John. You know what I mean? Like, or like Eminem. Actually, Eminem's a bad example because I think he did make himself kind of look like a jerk in 8 Mile. But anyway,
I love it, man.
no, it's great. I know I'm not against it. I'm just saying I don't think he painted a rosy picture of himself. But anyway, yeah, I just think that anyone who thought this was going to be critical of Michael Jackson when his entire family was involved and his nephew was playing him was probably fooling themselves, right? They put the expectation out there and they had no reason to.
I know. I think it just should have been a mini series, if you ask me.
Well, I think
Or
but
don't
they
tell it
wouldn't have
at
done
all.
Yeah, they weren't going to touch the bit that everybody's interested in for obvious reasons, so just don't tell it at all. Genuinely, I don't think you tell it at all.
So can
Why
I
would
just say this, Ryan? We're doing this again. Just very quickly, Jets draft, 3 draft picks: Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Brees Hall. Here we go again. David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, Omar Cooper Jr. was traded. Was the wide receiver from Indiana. Here we go again, Ryan. That's all I just wanted to say there.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we have to throw. At some
Three
point we got to throw
highly-
it to them, right?
3 highly sorted draft picks. Will they?
At some point we're gonna realize that we have to, throw it to these people. But
Yeah.
anyway,
All right. My last story before the questions of the day. Ryan, do you remember I was talking about the movie Coyote versus Acme?
yes, it got folded for a bit, and then a lawsuit brought it back, right?
That's right. And guess what? John Cena, who will be starring in this movie with Will Forte, they are releasing it to the masses. A trailer has officially dropped. I will play said trailer for a couple of seconds. But yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery completed this film back in 2022. Then unceremoniously vaulted it in November 2023 to claim it as a tax write-off, creating a massive uproar on the internet. The independent distributor Ketchup Entertainment acquired it for a reported $50 million and now releasing it to the public. The trailer being billed as the quote, the film Acme didn't want you to see, a direct shot at Warner Brothers. Acme always in the Warner Brothers cartoons. So hear this. The film follows Wile E. Coyote hiring a lawyer to sue Acme for defective products once and for all. We've been waiting for this since the 40s?
Is John Cena playing a lawyer?
I'll double check. How Acme could never get the goddamn Roadrunner, even though we want to see that Roadrunner pull it off. Right?
I mean, yeah, nobody was cheering for the Coyote. But that being said, he's
John
got
Cena,
a case.
by the way, he plays Buddy Crane, the Acme Corporation's lawyer.
No, he's the defense attorney. That's even better than him being
Will Forte plays. If you remember him from SNL, he played MacGruber. He plays Wile E. Coyote's lawyer.
That's phenomenal. Actually,
and John Cena's
it's even funnier. It's even funnier that John Cena is the defense attorney. Genuinely funnier.
And the Looney Tunes are pulling up. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety, Sylvester, Foghorn Leghorn. I don't know about you. I have always loved the genre of having cartoons and real people coexist. That is one of my favorite genre movies. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yep. Space Jam.
Yep.
Looney Tunes back in action.
Brendan Fraser, right? Yeah.
Let's play this trailer, and you tell me if you're going to see this on August 28th.
Day before my birthday.
That's how you know. Beep. I don't care. I'm 6 years old when I see Looney Tunes. Gets me every time.
Have you been horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
The name of the case is Coyote versus Acme.
Wile E. Coyote. He is reckless. We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
You've been settling Acme cases for years.
I could probably get you $250 for that.
This is your opportunity to really show people what you're capable of.
These companies think they can do whatever they want. We're sick of it.
Acme, hack you!
Nothing to see here.
We really have nothing.
We both know it would be very unpleasant if anything bigger were to become public.
What is up, Doc?
The Acme Corporation is releasing this film for account.
No, I'm not seeing that.
We do not condone any of the storylines.
Well, I am.
Well, you can go by yourself.
I'll see that.
You guys
hey,
can
if
go
I'm in
together.
town, I'll go see it. We saw Project Hail Mary together.
I'm gonna go celebrate my birthday in peace.
Like,
that's the day before your birthday.
Y'all go ahead.
I don't know that I'll be there first weekend, but I'll see that.
I know, right?
For sure. That was
something
funny.
Brett would see. He's gonna make me go.
Me and Brett gonna
also,
see together.
They've literally what's it called? They made an anti-hero out of Wile E. Coyote. That's phenomenal. That's hard to do.
You know, David Zaslav is the devil, and you really think that this dude Wile E. Coyote has been destroyed by Acme products for 75 years. You really think this was gonna stop him? And film Twitter has come together and they said, we will make this a big hit. That's the collective. Now that they know the weekend, August 28th, a week before Labor Day, usually a slow weekend, they will make this a humongous hit. just to make Warner Brothers look stupid as they're about to merge with Paramount. That deal is literally approved today.
Wait, that is the week of Labor Day, isn't it?
No.
I think it's the week after Labor
Week
Day.
after, right?
I'll
But
double
Labor
check.
Day is the week after. Labor Day is the first week, like September something.
Labor
it's
Day
the Monday,
this year.
isn't it?
Labor Day this year is going to be on September 7th.
Oh, so yeah.
The fact that Matt started his bit with he's the devil. It didn't even that wasn't even that was good. That reminds me of that guy. FanDuel is a portal to hell. What does that do? He gives like financial advice to whatever, doesn't matter. But...
I love the Looney Tunes. As I said, they're literally timeless.
I like that Foghorn Leghorn's in charge of Acme. Yeah, wow. I thought he was like a bit character in the story with Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam. All right, let's do some questions of the day. My first question for all of you: if your life had a theme song that played every time you entered a room, what would it be?
A theme song every time I entered a room. So basically, if I had entrance music, is what you're saying.
It says yes. I'm asking you what your entrance music pretty much is.
But it's all the time.
All the time.
Okay.
Which Taylor Swift song would I pick?
The Disturbed Stone Cold Steve Austin theme really is an all-timer. I don't know if I could pick that though because it's clearly his. But
what do I listen to the most? That's what I'm gonna look up right now. Because if I listen to it the most, then that means most of the time when I walk into a room, it's what I'm listening to. And it is what's playing rather. Let's go library, liked songs. Let's sort.
I probably would pick the song "What a Man" by Salt and Pepper.
Really? What a man. Yeah. All right.
That song's hilarious. And she could say, what was the line like? Man, I want somebody who has Arnold, it's such a 90s reference. Someone who has Arnold muscles and a Denzel face. I was like, I'll be that. That's the literal lyrics. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Salt and Pepper, What a Man.
So I'm looking at my top.
What's that one song? Sexy Bitch.
Is it the Akon song?
Yeah.
It's nothing like a girl you've never seen before.
Why did that just come to my mind? I don't know, but we can go with that one. It's not Taylor Swift, but
that one's fun. I like that one.
Once you meet our new friend Pam, Allison, she's a really big Swiftie from Mexico.
She's a big Swiftie
I
as well.
genuinely I cannot think of which song I would pick if it was a Taylor Swift song. I don't know.
My nuclear opinion last show, and I said to her, she got mad. I knew it's just Allison. I said Justin Bieber would be bigger than Taylor Swift if he never took a break. She got mad. Sorry. That's why it's a nuclear opinion.
I gotta go.
You know what
guys.
song I actually do like?
Gotta go.
What if they have the fusion Ha from Dragon Ball Z?
You wanna know what's crazy?
One person.
Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift used to be like good friends.
What happened?
Like, did you see the prank? Did you see the 4th of July prank?
No.
Okay,
let's just assume no.
It's like way back, like country era, early Taylor Swift. But they were like really good friends. And basically what happened is they punked Taylor Swift and they made her think that when she set off fireworks, she set a boat on fire and ruined a wedding. And it was a whole, you have to look it up. It's so funny.
Before I forget,
she was freaking out.
I've decided one song that I've liked. I like every version of this song. I've never heard a cover of this song. I just like "Dancing in the Moonlight." Like every version of that song. King Harvest is obviously the original, so I'll go with that one. If I had to have a song about my life, or I mean, that's a fun one. Everybody has fun. No one's too upset. Words to Live By. Aspirational more so than autobiographical, but
Man, after reading the Salt and Pepper lyrics, these are some great lyrics, man. Hear this. I know I know that ain't nobody perfect. I give props to those who deserve it. And believe me, y'all, he's worth it.
There you go.
And this is line.
What a man. What a
My-
man. What a man. What a mighty good man.
My man is smooth like Barry, and his voice got bass. A body like Arnold with a Denzel face. He's smart like a doctor with a real good rep. And when he comes home, he's relaxed with pep. He's always got a gift for me every time I see him. A lot of snot-nosed X-Flames couldn't be him.
That's funny.
What a
me.
man. What a man. What a man.
I'm going to play that for the next 3 months.
Justin Bieber could never.
Not at this point. Yeah, this has been quite a complicated couple weeks musically for me. But
We gotta get you into Taylor Swift. I'm telling you.
I'm definitely
You
75%.
started.
I'm 75% there.
I was hoping for like 80, but
All
we
right,
could do
we
it.
will
could
do.
it then.
I'll do 83% as of
83.
today.
Okay, I'll take it.
You just have to help me get to that 17%. You know what will do it for me? I need like a Taylor Swift performance where everything goes in, where there's pyro, where she's just giving
That's all of
belting,
them.
where there's just like, bah, big moment. I need like the Taylor Swift version of Korn at Woodstock Blind.
You know she does like
Bumps
rock versions of her stuff, like back in 1989 and the Red era. It's so good.
That's why you got to show me. That's why
She's
we
got
hit
pyro,
that.
though. The pyro's there. I think she does that.
I need her equivalent of Korn at Woodstock and Blind. Whatever that is.
I don't know that she's
we'll
had
get
that.
there. Well, we'll get there. Next question. What's your worst I thought I was smooth but wasn't moment? You know, I have an answer for this, and I can't believe I'm going to actually admit this, but I'm going to do it.
Go for it.
So I love to sing, and whether you think I'm a good singer or not, I don't give a fuck. But I feel I have a better vocal range than I did in high school, and this is true. The girl I went on my very first date with, which will not be named, not even after the show, maybe tomorrow if you re-ask me. But I went on a few dates with this girl, not even realizing how this even came to be. I just asked her to hang. I thought she was cool to hang out with, and I guess that was technically a date. And I thought she was pretty, but I didn't know what was going on. So, that's why I don't think is that weird. But I sang a Michael Bublé song to her, where I literally, I have the speaker.
It's a tough one.
And then I just go in as best as I can. What the hell am I thinking? What are you doing?
That's a
You're
tough.
singing
Michael
the
Bublé
girl
is a
over
tough
the,
one.
but just singing anything. Like maybe
Oh yeah,
I
over
would
the
have made her
phone
laugh,
is tough.
like a serious ballad. Like maybe if I sang "Salt and Pepper," what a man, that would have helped me. No, I really thought there was something to it. She was very nice about it. But that was stupid.
So
sing to a girl over the phone. That's
here's
what I
what
did
my issue is
in high school.
Say exactly what you wanted. Say what the question is again, real quick.
What's your worst I thought I was smooth, but I wasn't moment?
So here's where I run into the problem. I cannot, for the life of me, think of a moment in my life, my 31 years of living, where I felt like I was smooth. At no point in time have I ever felt, yeah, I nailed that. Really good job, Ryan. So this is like hard. I don't know.
I mean,
every day.
when I go to when I was single and I would go to bars with friends, like a lot of my friends have a hard time approaching guys. So I would,
and all guy watches.
And I don't have an issue. I never had an issue. But I remember like I would find like random questions. Like I would like ask them, and then I would just go and ask the guys, and it would start up a conversation. And it always worked.
Yeah.
But one of the questions was, what's the hottest thing like a girl could call you? And like there's, I don't know, like I guess that's kind of smooth, but not really, because like you would get weird guys that would be like, oh, hun, and I'm like,
hun, wow,
what is wrong with you?
I don't think that's what they want. That's what they meant.
You know, I have you seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
So there's a really young Don Cheadle when he approached that episode when he approaches God, what's her name?
Hilary?
Hilary, yeah, you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
I always figured that was the standard. And it's just like, oh my goodness. I said
That show
Allison
was
one day
great.
at Billy's this summer is gonna sing favorite girl
You
to
almost
somebody.
had that one moment, but then that guy ruined it.
Yeah, I did. I was perfectly gonna reenact the John Hamm turn the lights off with the with the club, and some guy went up to talk to me. I'm like, okay.
Should have made him do it with you
That was a good idea.
next time.
Well, and then I'll sing favorite girl to him, I guess.
Perfect. That works.
God.
No, I'm not kidding. No, I can't do that. Every once in a while, I will put myself out there in all situations, but every once in a while, I have to even filter it. I posted me singing that song driving to work. I was like, okay, that's a bit much, at least to not to now. And whoever saw it for the first hour, you got something rare. Yeah. All right. My last question before nuclear opinions. What's a movie you love that not a lot of people know about?
A movie I love that not a lot of people know about.
Mm-hmm.
Staten Island Summer.
Oh, I gotta
I would say Fever Pitch.
I love that movie.
Me too. I love that
Red
movie.
Which
Sox
movie?
fans.
It's with Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon.
I
And
love that one.
Jimmy Fallon is he's the main character, and he's a huge Red Sox fan, like a diehard Red Sox fan. And Drew Barrymore's like the girl he meets, and they get romantically involved. And basically, like, no relationship for him has ever worked out because he's such a diehard Red Sox fan. Like, his whole apartment is like Red Sox, and he has
Sox
season tickets.
over anything.
It's crazy. And yeah, like she's trying to get a promotion and stuff. And there's a scene where he takes her to a game and she brings her laptop because she's trying to get a work promotion, and a foul ball goes off and drills her in the head. And it's crazy. I like that movie a lot.
The one thing that's crazy, how could it happen, is when she, in the middle of a major playoff game, she jumps on the field. You immediately get arrested if you do that, but you know what? They're sweet, so we'll let them go. We'll let it go in the movie. And
yeah, they were chasing her, and then they didn't catch her.
And I say to people who like have gripes with movies, sometimes you have to let a movie.
Yeah. That's interesting that you picked a Jimmy Fallon an SNL movie. Mine's got basically anyone who's ever been on SNL. The one that I picked is in this movie. It's not. It's like it's very much an SNL movie, but I really liked it. I saw it in college. It's like a coming of age story, I guess.
What is the movie?
I said Staten Island Summer.
Oh yeah, Colin Jost.
Yeah, Colin Jost wrote it. He is the part in it, but Graham Phillips is the lead. But Will Forte is in. I just pulled it up. Bobby Moynihan, Cecily Strong, Kate McKinnon. Like the whole SNL. Fred Armstead, I think, is in it. Like it's the whole,
all right,
whole crew.
I just watched what's it called too, Blades of Glory.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
Brett had never saw it.
That's not a.
I made
that's
Brett
not
watch
like
hard
it.
to see. That's hard to see. Not
yeah,
see.
I made him watch it, and he was like, "What the actual heck am I watching right now?"
I love the most underrated Craig T. Nelson as the coach. You have to be like a cruel bitch mother, where she is just all kind and everything, but then before you know it, she takes your toys away. I just love it. The line delivery: a cruel bitch mother.
No, that's such a good movie.
His name's Chad Michael Michaels.
I just like when in the beginning when he's like at the orphanage and he's skating and all the nuns are like, "Oh my god, look at him." So stupid.
And I don't know where the hell he went. John Heater, he had a great career. Napoleon Dynamite from
he kind of just disappeared.
He was in Benchwarmers too, wasn't he?
Benchwarmers.
I love that movie.
There must be steroids and macaroni.
I love that movie. I searched so many $5 movie Walmart bins for that movie. I shit you not, guys. Like I was trying so hard to
amazing.
find it, and then they put it on Netflix. And when I lived at home back in Wisconsin, I would watch it every night, and my mom would hear me just giggling downstairs because I loved that movie. And then Netflix took it off, and now I'm like,
I have the
okay.
DVD. We can watch
It's
it here.
so
We can
good,
borrow it.
so good.
I am 12.
Yeah,
That's Juan
L
Soto.
birth certificate.
yeah, it's so
I'm sorry,
funny.
that's Juan Soto.
I love that movie.
The Benchwarmers, they
I
have
am 12.
the original Daily Show host, which I quite frankly don't know why he didn't become one, he left the show way too early.
The Daily
And
Show
two,
host?
the very original before Jon Stewart, it was weird. I don't know why he stopped, and he was also a Sports Center anchor. I gotta get it really quick. Craig Kilborn.
Oh, really?
He was the original. He was the
I don't think I
original
knew that.
late show host, and
Yeah, I
he
don't think I
left
knew.
that. He left the Daily Show before it became big. Craig Ferguson and Jon Stewart took over. I don't know. And he was a Sports Center anchor. He just didn't like the good things that came to him. It's confusing.
Maybe he's impatient.
I guess, but he's a guy. He played the asshole dad coach. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right, Gus.
Bus.
Gus Bus.
Yeah. He said, Gus a bus.
Hey, I'm a finely tuned athlete. I didn't know athlete had 3 syllables. That's amazing.
David. So I don't know. Again, poor marketing, but David Spade and Theo Vaughn released a movie in theaters where they play buzzboys.
Really?
I guess poor. Yeah, I think it's a true indie. So,
all right, I would look into that.
Yeah, let me know where it's available.
Yeah,
Gus. Yeah, exactly. Theo Vaughn and David Spade.
Gus Bus. So stupid.
And swing can't count it. That's my favorite line. Maybe in all comedy movies ever. Didn't swing, can't count
it. We want to have a
or when he fouls it and he goes, I tipped it, hit the bat. And then the catcher goes, you're still out. And then he's like, but I tipped it, but it hit the bat. He's like, you're still out. He's like, you're still fat. I tipped it. Woo!
To this day, I always say, you're not a sword. Or he has Nick Swartz and you can't leave the light.
Or where he's like, you're
how are you doing with
catcher.
the sun? Getting better.
What about
what about the moon? Not a fan. Nick Swartzen actually is also in Blades of Glory.
He's so fucking funny. Nick Swartzen.
I want to wear the cold metal.
Dude,
naked.
I'll never forget when he was he was on Part of My Take. He's like, I love the movie Grandma Was Boy. Oh, that movie that made only like $5 million and got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes and ruined my movie career. That's what's great about stand-ups. They always really can never die in their career because they could just do stand-up.
They just go back to stand-up, yeah.
Yeah. And that.
Shout out to Hacks. That's basically what that entire show's about.
All right, tell me your nuclear opinion to take us home.
All right, I'm gonna go with the shorter one instead of the longer one.
Oh, no, you go. We don't. It doesn't matter. You can
no, it's all right. They'll both be good forever. But I'm serious about this one. Cake is better than ice cream, and I don't understand why we don't.
That's a nuclear opinion. No,
I don't.
No.
I just don't understand why we don't have cake the way we have ice cream. I think cake,
ice cream cake.
That's separate. That's different. Ice cream cake is separate. But I'm saying we treat cake like this special occasion, like for a birthday or whatever. And ice cream, you'd be like, oh, let's go get some ice cream. I think cake should just be hey, let's go get some cake. You know what I mean? I really do think, not a whole cake, but like a slice of it. I really do think it's better than ice cream, and we should have that as a sweet treat more often than we do ice cream. And I don't understand how ice cream became the default sweet treat for people.
Yeah, I don't think ice cream is. You think it's like the distinct, like what people just go for?
Well, yeah. What else do they do? No one's like, let's go out for cake.
Oh, I go out
let's
for,
go grab an ice cream.
I just got into cheesecake last week.
I'm not normal in a bad way, but I don't think that's
no. That's like
common.
my first time ever.
I don't think that
Oh,
that's a
really?
common thing. Yeah, I think people will be like, "Let's go get ice cream." I think that's the most common thing people would
That's
say.
Ice
fair.
cream, ice cream, ice cream.
Maybe it's like not as common for me anymore because I don't live like back
Yeah,
home in the Midwest. Like back home, Culver's is such a big thing, like the
Right?
custard.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like you could go
is
get that,
custard
and
and ice
everyone
cream the
would.
same thing?
No, custard's
What?
way better.
I mean, they're
Custard's way
base
better.
they're basically the same thing. Though.
Ice
It's like
cream.
thicker and more
But
flavorful,
they
I
are,
think.
but Matt, they are basically the same thing. It's the same concept. You put it in a
Yeah.
cone or in a dish or whatever. But no, that is, I think that's clearly the default, and I don't think it should be.
Ice cream. All
Alrighty.
right.
Nuclear opinion. Oh God.
Well, I started off strong. The people, the people are not gonna like the cake take.
I guess if I had to pick one, I was thinking about this recently. I think Yetis are better than Stanleys.
Ooh, tell us more. Tell us more. That's a
Okay.
clip.
I just personally, I don't know. Like everyone hypes up Stanleys. I feel like they're overpriced and overexpensive. And I've gotten like literally $16.99 things that are like the same at TJ Maxx, and they do the same thing. And I've like tested them and they last like the exact same length, the ice, everything. But Yetis personally I like better because I just feel like one, they're more readily available. I personally like the colors better. And yeah, I just feel like there's more options.
Which is more expensive though?
I think the Stanley is. Stanleys are running like $50+ for a thing, and I think Yetis, I don't think I've ever paid more than like 20.
Okay, well then yeah, Yeti is clearly the best choice. It's less money and does the same thing.
Love it.
There you
They
go.
come in a lot of different sizes I've seen, which is nice too.
You know, there's been a lot of energy and emotions in this podcast, but I've enjoyed every second with you two. And we hopefully get our friend Brett back next week. And I love, and there's so much emotion. Sometimes I feel that emotion comes and I can bring it back to me. And I think about what is the most fun to use this energy for. And I love going out to a club. I don't need a drink. I don't need a drop of alcohol. And you just go in and bounce around to any freaking song ever. And I'm thinking about all just the many moments where you just wow out. Whether you have alcohol in your system, hopefully responsibly or not, you can still wow, have a wild, be young, wild, and free and go crazy.
Twerk for Aaron Judge.
Whether
Sober.
you twerk for Aaron Judge, whether
Twerk
you
for yourself
yourself or no, you have to do it for Aaron Judge.
No, at Billy specifically, Allison twerks random. Well, so I want to
And
do
say
it.
the roof.
I
The
want
roof.
to do a TikTok trend where I twerk random places till Aaron Judge notices me. So I did it at my apartment, and then I also did it at Billy's in front of everybody.
Do it at all the New York City landmarks.
I
now.
know
I'm
I
just saying,
should. Empire State.
you have to be comfortable in your own stuff. You have to twerk for yourself first, then you can truly twerk for
The
Aaron
roof.
Judge.
The roof is on fire. I just love nuclear opinion is I love a good party atmosphere where you're in a group of people and you go crazy. Whether it's at Billy's, whether the roof is on fire from the Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy, and that's just them in the apartment. The roof is on fire. A school dance.
School dance.
And there's this song by Ray Schmurda, and it go. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the lyrics, and it hypes me up every single freaking time.
Ray Schmurda, is he of any relation to Bobby?
Oh,
I was just gonna ask that.
Ray Schmurda is Sway Lee, and I forgot the other one.
Oh, they're a group.
Songs like that. Yeah, they do songs like this.
I didn't realize there were two people in Ray Schmurda.
You know this song?
Oh, they sing Swang and like somebody come get her.
I know that one.
That girl is a
And
real
Black
crowd
Beetle, that's the
pleaser.
one you
Oh,
were
crowd
Black
pleaser.
Beetle.
I know that one too.
I ain't got no type.
Nah.
Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. But you ain't got the right.
Cups with the
ice, and we do this every night.
night.
And there's
I
this
check the price. I got
Yes.
it.
They're making.
I
I'm just
make my own money, so
because
I spend it how I like.
Yes. Yes. Oh man. And there's a song called Power Glide. Oh my god. We're supposed to go to Billy's on Saturday. And next Saturday, we have to have them play Power Glide, get into that bottom floor, show everybody what's going on, and live our best life. And whether you do it at Billy's, whether you do it at Mr. Purple, whether you do it on the street, something to bring that energy out. Whether in New York, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, Morocco, Wisconsin, Iraq, anything. Go crazy.
Iraq.
All I'm just saying, my nuclear opinion, man, wild out. Who the fuck cares how you look? And with that, let's say sayonara. What a week. That's Allison. That's Ryan. My name is Matt Brown. I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. Thank you to Allison and Ryan for the great energy. Thinking of you, Brett. And we will see you all next week with a new batch of Productive Conversations. Back at it on Monday, talking about the NBA playoffs and Major League Baseball. Then on Tuesday, we talk about what's happening in the weekend ahead. And then on Friday, we talk about what happened during the week ahead. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Blessings. I love each and every single one of you. Peace.
See ya.